If your legacy wasn't built through hustle, but through the nervous system healing, inner reconnection, and deep self leadership, this episode is for the ones who feel deeply, lead boldly, and are finally ready to be seen. Hi, and welcome to the You World Order Showcase podcast, where we feature life, health, and transformational coaches stepping up to be the change that they seek in the world. I'm your host, Jill Hart, the Coach's Alchemist, on a mission to help coaches and entrepreneurs amplify their voice, monetize their mission, and get visible, leveraging podcasts and Substack. Today, we are speaking with Lisa Riesner. Lisa is the CEO and creator of Chosen. She is a transformational life and business coach, international actress, and visionary guide for creatives, coaches, and legacy-driven entrepreneurs. With a background in journalism and acting across major European media, Lisa has coached over 700 clients worldwide to build purpose-led lives and businesses from the inside out. Through her signature Chose Legacy Kit podcast, one-on-one coaching, she offers full-body nervous system first approach to success that integrates subconscious reprogramming, emotional healing, and business clarity. Her growing community on Substack is a sanctuary for deep feelers and bold leaders. Welcome to the show, Lisa. It's great to have you here.
Thank you so much for this amazing introduction, Jill. I'm happy to be here.
I actually have been really excited and looking forward to this interview for
Same,
some time because I
same.
found you on Substack and I love what you're doing over there. And so
I'm so grateful to hear that. Yeah, I'm so new, as you can see. Like I've been on there I'm going into my third week now, right? 1, 2, 3. So it's super new, but I'm absolutely celebrating it. It has everything that I want, everything that I need, and the people on the platform are amazing.
they are a special group of people. I just
Mhm.
love them so much. So let me ask you the big question and we'll get rolling here. What's the most significant thing, in your opinion, as individuals we can do to make an impact on how the world is going?
Go slow. Because when we go slow, we're in tune with ourselves. We can feel ourselves. We can listen to God. I think it's so important to listen and receive information. And we can choose. We're able to choose in the most chaotic, upsetting settings, as well as in the highs of life.
I like that. We're constantly bombarded with messages of go faster, do more, be everything. And
Yeah.
you miss so much of life in the rush. Whereas if you slow down and it's okay if things pass you by. It,
That's the one we're all working, and that's the one I've spent a lot of time working on. Is it's okay if things pass you by, and not just to know it up here in the mind, but to have it as an embodied wisdom. So feel it in the body. I'm so present with myself right now, and the experience is so beautiful. I feel my body. I listen to the wind, like I see the leaves in a tree waving, and I don't want to be anywhere else because I'm going slow and I'm open. My senses are open to experience. Because I'm having a beautiful experience, I'm not looking for anything else.
do you think that sometimes people get so busy and they end up feeling chaotic and anxious and have all these negative feelings because they're moving so fast and they don't take enough time to actually ask their body, hey, what's going on there and why are you giving me all these symptoms?
Yes, absolutely, Jill. And the more we do it, the more we run, the more we're building a story in our mind. It's like I always call it with my clients, oh, that's a nice horror movie you set up. You're a good movie maker. You made an amazing script, right? Because they make this huge horror film. It gets bigger and bigger, and it has more and more episodes, and it becomes this big Netflix series in their minds about what would happen if they would slow down and address what's going on and sit with it. And the reality of that is actually not very scary. It might include some crying, it might include some like nervous system reaction, and it might include that you have to basically take a break, right? sleep, nourish yourself, put yourself in a blanket. Yes, but that's not scary. And but we're making it that big thing. So we're running even faster. And some people run their whole life, like they never stop.
You bring up a Netflix series, and I, if I'm, I love to binge watch television. Okay,
Yeah, me too, of course. I'm an actress. I
that's
mean, what do you think? I mean, that's it. So I'm also pointing my clients towards you can use that. That's amazing stories. Please put them down, but don't play them in your life. Don't be a victim of that, right? In your own life. It's
there's a
almost like you're punishing yourself there, but you could use it because that fantasy and that creation can be used for the purposes and you can sell them, right? And now with Substack, we can really sell articles and stories online and we can get paid for it again, which is amazing.
It is amazing because everything about Substack is amazing. But
Yes, we love it.
when you're looking through episodes in TV series,
Yeah.
there's some arcs in the stories and the way that they tell it, like the cliffhangers and um a lots of miscommunication happens all the time because that's what drives stories, but that's what drives stories in our own heads too. And if we slow down enough, we can realize, well, that's just a story I'm telling myself. There's no basis in anything for it. It's just
You just
something that
showed
I'm
it
making up.
yourself. You just showed it because you started to question. You said,
Mhm.
"I'm slowing down," and then I'm like, well, because you can look at it. That's what you do when you slow down. You can question something, you can write it down in your journal, or you can think about it. Wow, why am I actually rushing right now? Like, what is the real rush? Is there any like what I'm doing now because I'm regulating my system a lot. So what I used to do a lot is that I would spend hours and hours and hours hustling. We just talked about, Alex Hamosi and Leila Hamosi, amazing business and sales people, hardworking people. And I love to be hardworking myself. But there's nothing keeping me from having half an hour by the beach or in the forest per day. Nothing is so important that my regulation time that I love to have in the nature would go missing. And if I really slow down and think about if there's anything that could keep me from doing it, I can do the phone call after, I can have the dinner after, I can meet the person after. I just need to schedule things in a certain way. So I don't need to compromise my nature time, which helps me to even calm down more and regulate and get ready for the day. That can be challenging, which we all know. We're all humans and things don't go as planned very often. But when I'm regulated, when I go slow, I can meet these challenges with a calm mind and I have enough time to ask questions. And to what I love with my clients in sessions is we're making a mind map. We're like, okay, let's do the worst case. Let's say this happens. What would you do? Let's do the best case. What would happen? And some of my clients, they will get scared, right? They're like, and I have to remind them, this is just a mind game. Remember, you're sitting here with me right now. We're both sitting on a chair. We're just talking. This is just thinking. Nothing has happened yet. And that's the freedom of it. That's like the liberation. So we can think it through. And that's why being drawn to coaching, I think, is beautiful because there you take the time to dive deep and you go slow, even if you haven't yet cultivated it in your life, because I think that takes another willpower. And that's why I'm really helping people to build that legacy with nervous system and inner child, because that takes a lot of new habits to integrate and land in you. That doesn't happen from today to tomorrow, but starting with coaching is a good spot because maybe it's not integrated in all of your life yet, but at least you have pauses with your coach where you really zoom in and you slow down.
I I would have to reinforce that statement. I have notoriously been a person who just goes balls to the walls all the time. And
Mm,
I hired a coach
yeah.
and I wanted to just go through the whole program in the weekend. And she said no.
She's a
What
good
do you mean?
coach.
What do
She's
you
a good
mean
coach.
no? She's a great
Yeah.
friend now too. I was just like, what do you mean no? And she's like, No, just sit with it. We're going to just do this slow and do the work. It's not going to take up a whole lot of your time, but part of it is just sitting with the information and letting it do what it needs to do in you. It was the first time I'd ever like really slowed down and looked at things and thought about, how important is that versus this? And now I have scheduled time in my calendar and I live by my calendar. I do a lot in a
Yeah,
day, but I
yeah.
have times that are just like, no, I'm not even sorry. No. I'm this is time that you just can't have because it's already blocked off for something else. It's me.
That's so vital, and it's the most crucial thing. And when I was younger and just maybe a few years back, I heard these concepts about blocking your time in your calendar for you, and it makes sense for me. And it's almost like my clients when I meet them and they say, Lisa, I know that. And what my coach tells me is when I used to say that, it's like, you don't know it. The only thing is up here, something says, a voice says, I know that, but you haven't understood anything in your system. This wisdom didn't drop anywhere into your system, into your body. So you don't know. You're just up here, someone is talking, right? So, and to feel that difference, and we might be speaking now, Jill, and some people might understand what I mean because they can feel it in my body language. And some people might just have a lot of question marks like, what is she saying? Feel in your body, drop to your system, because they've never consciously like witnessed that, right? But everybody, when we think about it and we go deeper, there is moments, even when you don't do coaching, where something really dropped. And it was like, wow, I can feel that now. Maybe it was a relationship ending, and maybe like a year later, a half a year later, you're sitting by the lake and you're really understanding it in your system. Wow, it's over. There's a new chapter coming now. I'm right now, I'm going for this new chapter. And that's the beauty, and also I think a little bit the mystery, and what like makes me so curious to work with the nervous system, because the nervous system has its completely own timing. It,
You can't
like you
rush
say,
it.
I should be safe now, and the nervous system like, oh, I'm so not safe. I mean, you might be in your new room in your new apartment, but I'm not there yet. Like, I have all the trauma to carry from all these, So, and it's like,
Still
wow,
digging through the boxes.
exactly. And starting to listen, and to start to get like conscious and understanding, compassionate about my system is still trying to protect me from something that is absolutely not happening anymore, because on some level it still doesn't feel safe. And when I get that information, then I can start, oh, I will actively invite more regulation, slower living into my life, because that will help my nervous system to understand faster. And then I can indeed influence the process.
And do you find that as you get better at this of letting your nervous system go through all of like it's like it reboots when we do
Yeah,
stuff and it
yeah,
needs to go through all of its processes, otherwise you end up with like hairs everywhere. um but it allows you to actually, when you slow down and just let everything catch up, in that long run you get more done. You make better
absolutely.
decisions, you new opportunities show up because you're not like so busy you're missing things and you're just trying to patch stuff and move on, and it's just like I don't know, that's how it
Yeah,
works for me.
absolutely. And you get to know yourself better,
Mhm,
because our nervous system is on us.
mhm.
I have my nervous system and you have your nervous system. You have things that trigger you and make your nervous system want to protect you hardcore, or makes everything chaotic. And I have my triggers. And the more I get to know it, the more I can slow down in these moments. For example, I know when it comes to doing contracts, I need to go slow, because way back in my childhood, that was intense. There was a lot of shouting and fighting going on. So when I do it now, I take the time, I read through it, right? I take a moment with it, and I understand that is not related to anything that's happening now, but my nervous system still has a reaction on it. And the more I sit with that and I witness that and I'm understanding towards it, the more the nervous system actually starts to regulate and understand it is though safe now, and I don't have to have this reaction. And that's when I love to work with reprogramming then, and really speaking it out and saying it out loud, reprogramming the mind as we speak. I am safe now. And then I can support and if you look around, I see my candle, I see my flowers. This is where I am now. And this feels very safe. And if we drop into the body more and we realize, oh, the chair is comfortable. So that's where I am. Right? And we accompany that with the voice and we reprogram the mind to the now.
Our minds are designed to keep us safe, but the programming starts when we're really young and we're really not able to do a lot on our own. We're dependent on outside resources. And so we find ways to survive through those years. And no one gets out of childhood without going through trauma, because that's what is the catalyst to make us who we are. So just, get over it. We all have trauma. Be nice to each other.
Yeah, and what's more significant is that the mind and the whole brain is still wired on what we have done back when we lived in the jungle, back when we lived in tribes. And the brain hasn't developed much yet. So it's still using the same defensive mechanisms and everything to survive, but it doesn't understand yet what we have, that we have the supermarkets and we have the AI and we have this and we have that and we can just call with our phone. It didn't get there yet. So it's still based on all of that tribe behavior from the past, right? You're in a tribe and then someone outsources you, pushes you to the side or whatever, threatens you, and then you're misplaced. You don't have food, you don't have access to anything, place to sleep, and they push you out. You go into the jungle, the forest, and you either survive or not, and you find someone new to pair yourself up with, get children, and make your own tribe, or you die. So that's where the threat, for example, comes from often when in, like, let's say like an online setting. We have our own business and we put something out and there comes like a backlash of something negative, a negative comment. Then we're still reacting based wired on, because we're such tribe beings, such social beings. And our brain is like, oh, but we need that to survive. We cannot have someone speak out against us publicly, right? But actually, well, it's very much possible. And I just made this visibility kit actually 2 days ago, because I want to help people that experience a lot of anxiety, or because, speaking your truth, your nervous system is freaking out because it still thinks it's absolutely dangerous, because it still is wired to belong and survive. So that's why I made this kit. I made this program where we work a lot with the nervous system around that. But I also talk about healthy boundaries. And I also say it's absolutely okay to block someone that you don't feel safe with. If they comment on your content in a way that makes your nervous system go nuts, then you are allowed to block these people. You're allowed to have boundaries and say no. And then if
you should.
Exactly. And you want, you can dig into it and see where does it come from or whatever, and learn to regulate yourself. But that's a part that's also very important for me in visibility, is you're allowed to block, you're allowed to say no, you're allowed to move on. And there doesn't need to be any explanation, any further conversation about that.
Yeah, you don't have to apologize for being you.
No.
And we need to stop that, in my opinion. It's just it's
there's
so prevalent.
Much guilt, and there's so much, like, I'm with my own hypnotherapist, I'm listening to an audio right now that she created for me, which is all the time about, Lisa, you can walk away. And it's easy for you to walk away, Lisa. And it's easy for you to just move on and say no, and to identify what serves you and what doesn't. And there's no conversation needed, Lisa. It's easy for you to just walk away. And I'm learning from that, because I used to stay in conversation, right? Because of guilt, you feel guilty. So you stay in the whole drama. And now I'm not even stepping into it. I'm protecting my peace. And that's
That
the
brings
only
us
thing that matters.
brings us to knowing your values, your core values. And
Yes,
once you can identify those, then you can filter your interactions through that. Mine are peace,
absolutely.
integrity, and abundance. And if I start feeling
Mhm.
like one of those three pieces is getting
Mhm.
um impinged upon, I start slowing down and looking and seeing, okay, what's stealing my peace? What's
Yeah.
making me not feel whole? Because that's what integrity means. It's wholeness
Mhm.
and truth. And is it related to abundance? And abundance isn't just like money, it's like
Mhm. Yeah,
happiness and everything that
relationships, anything you
relationships,
want.
that's the higher level vibration. And if it hits on more than one of those two or one of those three, then it's like it's a hard no.
Yeah, yeah.
One I
It's
might give it a minute,
beautiful.
but two, it's like we're done.
And what you're doing is so smart because many people come up with a value list that is
Mhm.
so long. Like I have these like 100 values, and your brain is just like, let's say it's me. It's like,
Mhm.
Lisa, I cannot work with that. I cannot even consciously remember a list of 100 things. But what you're doing is so smart because you're choosing the three most valuable things for you, where you say,
Mhm.
this is how I thrive in life, not just survive, not just having a good life, but it even allows me with those three to thrive in life. Yeah.
Mhm.
And to rise, to expand. So that's beautiful. And your brain has an easy time with that because that's
Yeah.
easy to take charge of and to say, okay, I can take care of those three and I can check and balance those out. And we can always come back to that. And I think a thing with values is that many people make this super long list and say, like, oh, yeah. And that's all often doesn't come from the heart or life experience, but that's people just working also from the mind. It's like, oh, yeah, but I shouldn't forget health, and also, oh, I want to be playful too, and that's also scarcity. That's also like completely deregulated. It's just like I have to have my value list. It's like, no, you need to slow down and really look at the three things or two things you can't live without, and
Even
that
just
you have
one,
in mind.
start with just one. What is
Start with one.
one thing that is just like non-negotiable for you? And maybe a couple more will show up, but just like
Beautiful.
the one thing that helps you anchor and
Absolutely.
you can like filter your whole life, your all your relationships, all your projects, all your everything through that one thing.
Yes.
And you don't need to do more work. More work is
Yeah.
not always productive. It's just more work.
No, no, it's the simplicity of things. So for me, it's peace.
Mhm.
And then when I work with my clients, it's being of service,
Mhm.
or you can also say love. So it's these two things that I focus on, and the rest is like the rest is coming to me, is echoing back. The abundance is echoing back. When I'm being of service, abundance is coming, right?
Mhm.
The flow
Yeah.
is coming because I'm forgetting about myself, and the peace is like that's my main value. It's I am peace, but I'm also protecting my peace. I'm a protector of my peace as well.
And it's not something that you just decide overnight and suddenly it shows up.
Mm,
This piece is my main anchor. If
yeah.
it's not, if it's causing me anxiety, I or looks like it's gonna steal my peace, I'm just no.
You want to share with us, Jill, when you came to that point where you said, "I'm choosing peace."
It was probably 5 years ago now when COVID happened.
Yeah,
COVID changed a lot for a lot of people, but for me personally, I had a life transition at that moment. And I everything about who I am and where I was going and what I was believing about myself and about the world shifted dramatically. And that did happen with one day. Took my body a little while to catch up, but
yeah,
my body just felt like all the chains that had been around me broke free. And I was heavily involved in a philosophical uh, belief system that
Mm.
went along the lines of the world is ending and there's nothing you can do about it. And it was tightly attached to wanting to be loved by God or source, or for me, it was God. And I realized in like a day that I could choose something else. I could just like let go of all of this it, and believe something else. And I just chose to believe something else. And it was so freeing, and peace like really did just fall on me. And
Mm.
I didn't want to ever feel like um I don't ever want to be in that situation again. And that's why peace is so important to me. What's your story? Why did
Yeah.
you choose peace?
The fun fact is maybe that I thought for a long time, oh yeah, I want peace.
Mhm,
But my subconscious wasn't aligned. So I was attracting chaos. I was attracting drama, right?
mhm,
And I think that's why now I am so strong in the reprogramming, because if your subconscious is not aligned, as mine wasn't, even if you're consciously thinking, oh yeah, I want peace, you're not attracting that. And then what happened for me is that I always escaped to moments of peace. So then, I ran to the beach and the peace was there for a minute, but then I get back home and it's all chaos and all drama, right? So that was my life. And for me, is that I realized one day, of course, through a lot of like pain and suffering, it comes often the real deep embodied wisdom comes through suffering, but it doesn't have to. And this is also something that I stand for, right? And we can just reprogram ourselves without, even if you're not in suffering. It's beautiful to reprogram yourself and get even more aligned. But through that experience that I had, and a big life shift, and changing countries and everything, um, I looked at my life and I said, but am I creating peace? Am I walking in peace? Am I speaking in peace? Am I thinking in peace? And I just realized, no, I'm not. So I worked on my thinking first, right? I worked on my wording, on my speaking, no matter if written word or spoken word. Did I believe it at that point? No, of course not. So I said, I'm gonna have a great day. I didn't feel that, but that's where it started. Yeah. And from there, that changed everything because I call that now mind hygiene. I call that hygiene is to really be strict about what enters your system, your thinking, and how you speak about others and yourself. And this hygiene is the most beautiful thing. And I do it every day and many times of the day. And even if something slips for a moment, I come back and I say, hey, Lisa, I'm still creating peace. And when you walk slow, and that's what we talked about for a long time now, it's easy to come back very fast because I'm going so slow. There's nothing that I can just slip over, right?
yeah. And you don't have to be in the front. All the action happens in the middle
Mm,
when you're in the state. They have
yes.
they have a thing that they teach truck drivers. I was a truck driver for a little while. My husband was a
Yeah.
long
Yeah.
haul truck driver. And when you've really reached the epitome of being a truck driver when you can drive and not care what anybody else around you is doing. You are the biggest thing out there, and big
Yeah.
things need to move slowly because you're not as agile as all of these shooting bullets that are all around you, call them
Exactly.
cars. And if you're trying to go really fast, then you're going to get in an accident because they're still like darting around and you can't possibly keep track of everything if you're moving really fast. So just be the rock in the stream, let the
Mhm.
traffic move around you. And uh, it applies to life too. You are the
It's
most important thing in
beautiful.
your life. the most important being in your life, and you can allow stuff to flow around you. You'll get to the destination you want to get to safely.
Yes.
And if you want to, pull over and explore something, pull over and explore it. It's okay.
Mm. Yes, and that's exactly why I'm calling my business and my legacy chosen, because I'm choosing myself, right? And I
Yeah.
remind myself of that. So every time I want it, but the others do that, and now I should be doing that. And then I'm like, Lisa, I'm choosing myself. And right now, my nervous system is is nervous, or
Hmm.
right, my inner child is not is somewhere behind. It's not with me right now. So I need to go and get her, right? Take the picture, be like, okay, where you at, little mini me, right? It's like, what are you? Okay, you feel sad. Well, let's take care of it. Because if I don't do it, who will do it? I cannot rely on the world to catch me every time, but I can rely on two people, on myself, and of course on, I think, on God. Of course, you can always rely on God to be there, or the universe, or whatever you believe in. um, and you can always listen and look into nature and um, see the reflection of how nature is moving.
God does speak back.
It
And
does.
you can ask him questions and hit questions, whatever gender you want to call it. And if you're slow, you can hear the answers or see the answers, or they will show up. I can't tell you how many times in my life I've asked a question and then I'll find myself laughing because I'll hear the answer. It'll come out of somebody's mouth, but I know that's the answer to the
Yeah,
question I just asked or I asked a few days ago. It's like,
yeah,
but you have to slow down in order for that to happen. And you have to be open to the idea that it can happen. It does happen, but I want to ask you, with your Substack community, I know
yeah,
that we know how Substack works, but for the audience that maybe doesn't know how Substack works, what do
absolutely.
you what do you offer people who become free subscribers and paid subscribers? And there's a level called the founding subscribers.
Yeah,
And how does all that look for people if they want to, follow you even? I don't know if
yeah,
people are
yeah.
familiar with
Thank
that's
you
an
for
option
asking.
too.
Yeah, yeah. So if you're a free subscriber, I'm actually publishing daily. So you're gonna get one article per day, yeah, sometimes two, but all these articles will go to paid after 2 days. So if you're not online every day, you might miss them because they're gonna go to the paid subscribers. And what I do only for my paid subscribers is I do reprogramming audios. So every second, third article holds a reprogramming in the end of the article. That means that you can listen to that, and there's affirmations that I speak with a relaxation in the beginning to really relax you, because the more you relax, the more you understand. And the more you understand, the more you can change your life. It's this wonderful circle. So, and then I have the podcast where I go really deep on topics, for example, self-worth, financial abundance. And then I have a 10 minutes reprogramming audio. Or in the podcast, it's also some more food for thoughts. So that's what my paid subscribers get. And they get also a love letter to the inner lover, which is a love letter to the inner child, where I work with my own inner child and wounds that I have, and I talk to them. So these letters speak to all of us because they speak to all of our wounds. Then I have a love letter to God for anyone who's looking to connect back to God and maybe sometimes struggles a bit to hear Him and listen. And I'm in really deep contact. So through the letters, you will get back to find His voice on your own, which is what I offer also for my paid members. So that's what you can get, which is a load. So if you're building your legacy, you're building your business, or just your own life, and you want to deepen the experience of life, that's my content. And there's also a bit of entertainment, a bit of gossip. I'm an actress. There's sometimes I also write about movies and series. And the founders, they get a personal reprogramming audio. So I will talk to them, I will message with them, we will find what they desire, and I create a personal audio. I will record it in my home, and they get a one-to-one coaching session with me as well, and everything that the paid members get.
That is amazing.
Yes, thank you.
Definitely, you guys need to check out Lisa Riesner,
Yes.
which is Riesner
You got it, Jill.
.substack.com.
Yes.
And you can check out the stuff that she's doing over on the acting side over at lisariesner.com.
Yeah.
And I was kind of actually surprised to see all your movies and stuff up there. It's just like just getting to connect with real live actors and actresses.
Yeah. Yeah. And it also shows everyone that's watching right now. You don't just have one purpose. You can do many things, and you're free to do that. I'm here to liberate you and say that's possible. And there's not just this one purpose.
Yeah, we're multifaceted beings.
Yeah.
Do you offer one-on-one coaching for people
Yeah, I do.
in
Yeah.
that?
That's what I work. That's what I have my company in. I coach
Okay.
people. Yeah.
So on top of becoming a subscriber on Substack, they can also connect with you on Substack and learn more. And there's
Absolutely.
ways through your daily publications. I'm assuming that they can just like click a link and
On my
get taken to
website,
a
on my
way.
Substack website, they can
Mhm.
click on it says one-to-one. So on the
Oh,
Substack newsletter website, and then they can click on that and they can get in contact. And I have an intake form. And I have this intake form because I don't take many clients. I already have 20 clients right now. And also, I need people to be committed. So reach out to me if you have a real interest to transform your life or to go deeper in your life or to change the way you work with your nervous system and your whole system and your business and your life and your relationships, because that's what I stand for. So I really want to reach out to the right people, and I think that's what's happening right now.
I
Yeah.
love that. And when you know who you serve and how you serve, it just makes it so much easier to say, I only want the perfect clients who I know are going to get the best results. I'm not open to everybody. I'm very exclusive. And I love that.
I love it too, and it's enriching my life in so many ways to have these standards and to be exclusive. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining me today, Lisa. This has been an amazing
Thank you so
conversation.
much, Jill. I'm so excited to see it already, and thank you so much for having me. It was a joy.
It was. To learn more about Lisa and to subscribe to take advantage of her coaching, please visit lisariesner.substack.com, and I'll be sure and put those links in the show notes below. And thank you for tuning in with us today. If you have a podcast or you're interested in starting one, be sure to reach out to us at support@heartlife.com. We love to help spiritual entrepreneurs and coaches amplify their voice and monetize their message, and offer a variety of ways to do this leveraging Substack. And join us for our next episode as we share what others are doing to raise the global frequency. Remember, change begins with you. You have all the power to change the world. Start today and get better.